mixing, fixing for another big game. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking it.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
That's it, baby.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from... tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. This one caught by Isabella. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Ready? 18 Gator. 51. It's our time. It's our time.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Watson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it's caught. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Watson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check, nickel. Check 26.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his running back, Mixon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. PAT up and good by Rosas.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'd pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
60 out long.
On third down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Check 13. Check 13.
On second down, it's Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, and maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, he's still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. Skirts by at the 15. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Robinson, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They run. Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's third and goal.
Watch the run.
Now Watson on third and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. On first down, it's Watson. That ball complete to Isabella. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. PAT up and good by Rosas.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jones now. Off play action. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run here with Robinson. And stacked a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Jones on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 now. Watson, he'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually... To hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Check Mike 6. Watch the run.
2nd and 5 now. Watson over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Jones. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Watson's going to throw it here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to